And we are on. Welcome everyone. I'm glad to have you on board today. And let me turn that song off so it doesn't kick in again. There we go. And all right. Let's slow it down with all the blue in the chat box. I see every second message is blue here, you guys. Let's ease up with that, please. And welcome, everyone. Glad to have you all on board here. And it is fantastic and a wonderful time. And it is June the 1st. Yay! That is awesome, and that means summer is finally coming, so hopefully we will get there. So let's see, Claire says it's almost midnight here in the UK. Sends Dr. Fox my kind wishes, but I have to go to bed. Claire, darn it, that's too bad that you have to go to bed, and we're okay with that. You can always watch the replay, and yeah, Anita, have a happy June, you bet. Okay, welcome to Arizona Snowman, and Piggy, and Lucas Snow, and C&D Boy, and possibly Joseph Fields, our wonderful moderators. And glad to have you guys on board, and that is excellent. One of the things that we did see here, there was a question earlier in the chat, and that was by Tetra, as how do you become a moderator on a channel like this, I'm assuming. And well, one of the things is real patience, and okay, Arizona Snowman's going to be in the lounge. He's probably sitting back in his wonderful easy chair there and enjoying it. Anyway, speaking of the moderator thing, it's just like, as an example, Lucas. Lucas has been around for quite some time. He's been actually over at the other channel for the recliner. I want to hijack that recliner. Will it fit in my van? Just a question. Never mind. Getting back to the thing about becoming a moderator, like Lucas was coming over to the other channel for over 2 years already. And, things don't happen just like that. You don't just have somebody come in and say, hey, I want to be a moderator, and then the guy makes him a moderator. That's just not quite how it works. And, I prefer to look at how the character and demeanor of that person is, things like that, and kind of use my own better judgment. And we see people like Arizona Snowman, a wonderful guy, straightforward. We look at Piggy, again, another one of those people that are very, very straightforward, wonderful person. And if we go back, look at Joseph Fields as an example as well, same thing. Been on the internet for a while, good person, and that type of thing, and they already know some of the ins and outs and what not to do and what to do, type of thing. So we don't have to teach them a lot afterwards and things like that. That's kind of what we're looking at. And for just popping in, there becomes a time too when we have too many moderators. And you might have heard me making the comment earlier, I'm seeing too much blue in the channel. And it's stuff like that. And that's just a quick way of just letting them know that, hey, maybe people do get scared. And if they see too many moderators in a chat, they don't want to talk because they think they're going to end up getting bit, because in some other chat rooms, the moderators are very strict and only pop out when there's some kind of an issue or when they need to make some kind of an announcement, whereas here the moderators are very friendly and welcoming and things like that. That's kind of what we look for, right? And but it still ends up being points in time where they too have to kind of look at what's going on in the chat and realize, hey, let's not scare anyone away. And that is kind of what it takes. So I hope I've answered some of those questions, Tetra. And it's no offense or anything like that intended. We don't, not trying to avoid you or anything like that. It's just we try not to just go overboard and get too many moderators. And I've seen in other channels where everybody is a moderator. And that is, again, that kind of throws you for a loop too, right? And then somebody strange comes in, they see, oh, this is nothing but blue in the channel, and their name happens to be gray, and they feel out of place and they leave. And that's the kind of thing that we try to avoid. So it's all good. What? LOL? That's my street cred's gone. What? Your street cred? You had street cred, Piggy? Oh, Piggy is a good, wonderful person. Oh, you want me to talk bad? All right. Piggy's mean. She carries a big stick, and she's got an attack cat with her at all times in a cage, and she pokes at it with her stick and then opens it up and lets it out, and it goes and kills people. I'm kidding, Piggy. Your street creds are fine. That's better. Yeah, sure. Too much. Piggy, just slow down, okay? That's what you gotta do, and please take care of yourself. 1 kilometer, not 2, all right? And and easy on painting any fences. I heard that breaks things. All right. Anyway, welcome everyone. I'm glad to have you all on board. Don't mean to be kind of sliding off the track here, but just figured I'd throw good things in here and kind of explain stuff. For wrenches await, for much I do not know. I want another. Oh, yeah, Aurelio, and that was you were actually on my list of people for becoming a moderator as well, Aurelio. And if in the future we do get a position open, I will seriously consider Aurelio for a moderator. He's a great person, and he's the kind of person that we want. And that is all good. And anyway, but we do also understand the time differences between here and there, so that's something else that has to be considered as well. Anyway, glad everybody's here, and good to have everyone on board. I'm going to say hello to all these wonderful people. So I'm going to start out with, hey, welcome back, Aurelio. And Doing Hawaii is also here. And my thing is not scrolling up. Why is it not scrolling? This is something that is weird. They've done away with the scrolling. They've changed things. Now I can't scroll back up easily. What has gone on here? Hang on. I'm going to try reloading this page real quick and see if that works for me, and hopefully it will. That shouldn't affect the stream in any way, shape, or form. It's just reloading here to see if I can scroll up or not, and put it back on live chat. There we go. Now I can. Okay, so something went wrong when it loaded. Anyway, we got Doing Hawaii, Aurelio. We also have Juliet is in the house. Paul Williams, Kevin Haynes, Scott Hartman, Maria, the Montoma, and Colin Deadman, Kevin Haynes. Welcome all of you. Going up some more, Paul Williams, Mona Alfano, and we got Kevin Mars 2028 also here. Welcome, you guys. And Sue Hayes in the house. Got Juliet already. And now we see Perfectibility 999. And speaking of that guy, Brian gets the cookies today. He was our first one in, so we'll load him up with some wonderful cookies. And there he goes. He's got his cookies, and I can carry on with looking for more names. Okay, we got Mona, we got Echo the Bot. Welcome. Glad to have you in here. Mona Alfano, we see you. Claire Coogan, welcome, and take care and have a good night if you're doing your thing. And boy, I already got all the way to the top here. Sarah Miles, we got Anita is in the house. Echo the Bot. Yep. I probably missed a whole bunch of people here somehow, some way, because I'm sure I didn't say 52 names. Or did they shorten the box? I think they shortened the box too. Wow. That's why I don't go up as far anymore. I thought that was awful quick, and they cut the buffer down a little bit. Anyway, welcome. If I did not say your name, I'm sure I'll get it somewhere along the way, like Daisy, who just popped in. Welcome. And let's see, did I miss anyone else here? Like I say, if I didn't see, yeah, the cookies went to and that wonderful Brian. Perfectibility 999 is the guy who got the cookies, and he was first in today. But there's still a big plate there in the lounge if you want to do your thing. And anyway, holy mackerel! You didn't have to pay for the cookies. Oh, jeez, Brian, thanks. Perfectibility 999. Boy, that's a lot of ink. Thank you kindly for that $10 super chat. That's awesome. Thanks, Brian. And I really do appreciate that support. Anyway, getting on to what we're doing today. Let's see. Well, I can load up actually, let me turn off that banner first. And I got some other things loaded here, and I did have to reboot my computer, so things are slightly out of place. And if you see me fumbling, that's pretty normal. And yeah. Things didn't end up in the right places when I restarted, and I was a little bit disjointed, for lack of better words. But we did get things working for the most part. Let's see there. Here's your fast-moving Etna today. This is the time lapse that I did earlier. And is that music coming through? I'm just wondering, you guys, are you able to hear that? Faintly? Okay, I'm going to turn that up then. All right, that probably okay, how about there? That should be good now, eh? Yeah, I hear it now. Okay, good. I wasn't sure exactly where I had that setting on there, so I didn't want to blow anybody's eardrums out, and I had it way down low. Anyway, looking at the screen, you see how much black smoke is coming out of Etna at the top. And that is telling us something. That hole on the side, yes, it is definitely taking off some of the pressure. But Etna is clearing her pipes, and she looks like she's going to go. And we're waiting, hoping, and that is possibly something that will happen in the very, very near future. So, not sure how much is going on there with Etna, but it definitely was producing a lot more extra smoke, and it kind of makes a guy wonder what really is happening there. And yeah, it just kept on going. I mean, this is a time lapse, yes, so it is gonna be smoking a little bit more than what you normally would think, right? But it is. Yeah. Okay, Tetra. No worries. I read that. Okay. Okay. Lots of people throwing questions at me here. Okay. That was spectacular sunset at Etna today. Yeah, it was. And why did it produce so much ash? That's a good question. I don't know why. Something changed in the plumbing. That's all I can say. So, chat, Dr. Fox. I am looking in the chat. All right. The music way too loud. All right. That music should be shut off now. Anyway, this is just about over, you guys. There. The final seconds. And music too loud should be good now. And that's all good. Good night, Aurelio. Take care and have a great night. Sleep well. And don't say the volcano. Where is the lava coming from? The lava is coming from a fissure that developed at 2,800 feet in the side of the volcano. And yes, it is coming from the volcano. Here's, let's see if we can get this on and working. Darn it, this thing, I don't know, this software, they've done something to it. I gotta redo this. There's the hole in the side of Etna, since you were asking, where's it coming from? The exact answer was what I was looking for. No, the exact answer is on the screen. It's within the circle, okay? And that is where that fissure opened up, and all of a sudden we had lava coming out of there. And that happened 2 days ago. So that's where that is. Is it 2 days now? Something like that. Anyway, that is what we were looking at, and of course that is that same position that we seen there, only it's zoomed in. So these two spots are where the lava is. The primary lava is coming out of this position right here. Oh, hang on, my mouse isn't showing up. Let me fix that. Good thing I paid attention. So this is the top portion. That's not spewing out as much lava. That's just red hot. But the vent is right here in this thing. And just to kind of show you that that's exactly where it is, I've got something else that you can look at here. And this will be a little bit more reasonable, I think. And yeah, I am going to turn the volume on it, and I won't speak much during the video. So please enjoy. And yeah, I'm actually going to grab the link for this because you may want to go over and see it afterwards. I'm just typing it in here, so we have it ready to go, and I'll pin that link right away and keep you from getting bored. And that is playing. All right, enjoy it. This is from yesterday, by the way. And don't touch the lava. You're going to hurt yourselves. Actually, the volume's actually pretty good on this. It's not too bad. So it's a spicy. There's where the lava is coming out of. Right there. That is the opening. And then it goes down immediately, down a little bit of a lava fall, and looks pretty awesome. There it is from the top, and you can see it pouring out. Beautiful shot. I don't think I would have stood over top of that, but hey, you know, kudos to the cameraman. Yeah. These are very, very close-up shots, you guys. This is, yeah, it is a lava fix, all right, and it is a wonderful shot, seeing where that is. Now, that also helps with perspective. That last shot where that person was standing in front, and you see how wide that lava field actually is. Or that stream coming out there. It is just absolutely huge. Anyway, I see a few more people came in. This right here is also right where it came out of, and that is pretty good. Judy L, welcome. Gura, welcome. Yona, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Yona from Iceland. And all good to see you guys. Spooky is also in the house. Welcome back, Spooky. And we're good for now. Lavely flow. Don't touch that stuff. It'll hurt. And you gotta love it. I mean, this is just like, you just want to reach out there and touch it, don't you? Like hot lava, yeah, it does in a way, but I don't think I'd point it at lava as much. It's got a lot of bigger rocks in it, and the distance that we're seeing it from, it's not really true. You know, this is really grainy stuff, right? I don't know. And some of the big rocks, I don't know if that makes any sense in lava as well. It's because it's got huge boulders in it. So, okay, while I thought it was taken with a drone, the camera operator has guts. Yeah, no, this is not a drone footage. This is the guy actually standing above the vent. And I'm going to point to roughly where they were standing, right over here, taking that video. And then they were also down here taking that video of this area as it was coming down the falls. So they were right in here as far as the camera guys. And hey, I mean, you know, everybody wants to do things. Okay, how to, yeah, close to touching lava now. How, what? I'm not sure what I'm reading here, Tetra. Okay, but the only way is to see the texture and compare it to other materials that closely compare to it. Not making any sense. That's how to get, yeah, you don't want to get that close. I understand what you're saying, and to be able to test it or whatever. But when it's hot, you don't want to do that. You want to wait till it cools off, and you can test it, you know, all the way once it's cooled right down and you can physically touch it. So, unless you want to go in, and yeah, you can. I mean, there's all kinds of protective gear. You can go in if you want to take samples. That's a different story. You know, but you can always wait till it cools off. Yep, slime, Play-Doh, whatever you want to call it, it is all the same. But you know, I always say like the composition from if it's hot to cold, it's not going to change. If it's basaltic lava, it's still going to be a basaltic lava, only at a different temperature. That's the only thing that we see. I saw flashlights close to the bottom before you came on mic. Must be quite a few people on the flow. And yes, actually, if when I was making the time lapse, I had it slowed down a little bit, and near the end there, and it was like a whole chain of people came by and took their pictures, and you could see them with the flashlight come up, and then all of a sudden flash, 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 and then you'd see that person, that flashlight moving off, and the next one would move over into that same position and repeat. So pretty cool. F8 exceeding posted speed limits. What's a rule breaker? What a rule breaker. Who's doing F8? F8 was crazy fast. Okay. Wow. You don't want to go too fast. You're going to hurt yourself if you go too fast. Anyway. Beautiful, though, to see that thing pouring out. And, of course, with this particular camera, we can still see that bluish glow or haze. And, oh, Fisher 8. I gotcha. Yep, that was the one. And I do remember that. Anyway, this the bluish haze, though, that is a lot of sulfur in the material that's coming out, so it is probably fairly smelly there. When you're seeing that blue flame burning, and that is kind of it. It's just the way the sulfur burns, right? So I'm not saying it's all sulfur, it's just a higher sulfur content within that lava. Anyway, that is pretty much what we're seeing there at Etna. So we know that we kind of got updated there with the amount of lava coming out. We can see it nicely, and that we've got more activity up top. So if this hole doesn't increase in flow, then we may be seeing some new stuff popping out the top soon. And we're definitely going to keep an eye on that. And of course, we switch through to the other cameras. We'll definitely be able to keep watching. Even, oh, that one's not working, but from the longer range shot like this one here, we'll be looking up on the hill, looking to see if we see that lava splashing up at any point in time. I want to refresh that one and see if we can get that going again, but we'll take a look at it later. Donation for form the monkus as peace has broken out. Irish monk, you old smoothie, what did you do now? Oh boy, thank you kindly for that wonderful €10 super chat. I do really appreciate that support. Did you use some of my lines from earlier that I mentioned? I think that might have got you there, but we're happy that you're doing. And did you take the time to actually order the room service for her as well? Just thought I'd check with you, and I think that was a smooth move if you would have done that. Ordered extra for her just in case she showed up. But anyway, let's get this back on there. The old monk followed the advice of the old fox. Oh, happy to have saved you there, good old monk. Anyway, beautiful, beautiful view there, and that is a lovely, lovely Etna. We will get back to it in a little bit. We want to go over here, this other place. I spent a lot of time on Etna today already, and I just wanted to take a look and see what we've got going on. By the way, I don't know how bad the clouds are. I haven't checked, and of course, you know that this was fairly new, and it's ASGTV Iceland, and yes, they are providing a couple of feeds, and we do have permission to use those feeds. One of the other things that happened today was Sue let me know that there were 2 other new feeds, and of course you can't see what the heck is on these feeds, but I'm going to back it up into the clear portion of the day, and you'll be happy to know that these feeds are now available for you, and that is from mbl.com. You guys probably recognize that lovely volcano. And yes, indeed, they've moved the camera, and they have it pointing back at Ragnar, and I am very happy with that move. That looks beautiful, you guys. Although it's cloudy there right now, so we can't see it, but it is a very, very nice touch, and in case you guys want to go there yourselves, I'm going to drop the link in the chat, and that is for the mbl.is camera. That is one of them, and the other one is not a close-up view. It's more of a generic overview of the whole valley area to the southwest. And I think they did that other one. Actually, let's go over there, and we'll show that as well. Just so you guys can kind of see where they're pointing with it, and it'll make sense to you. There you go. And hang on, I got to get my other screen up here. There. Okay. There's Ragnar, of course, and the other camera looks pretty much directly at it. But in the background here, you can see everything else that's out there, and that is pretty awesome. So if we were to have another volcano erupt there, this camera would possibly see it, and Grindavik would be just over there in that direction. Actually, I thought there was a time where we could actually see a little bit better. I'm just going back a little bit more here. Yeah, there you go. You can kind of see it there now, back there, and it's actually a pretty darn good shot. So if you guys get a chance, and this one is also from mbl.is, and I'll drop that link in there as well if you guys want to use that for yourselves. And we're not hiding anything. This is all material that we love to share with everyone else and enjoy. And there's Ragnar. Gotta love it. Airport should be over there somewhere in the background, and I think Grindavik is right about there. So looking pretty good, you guys, and I'm glad we got these views. So that is very, very good, and especially of this guy, in case he pops again. And we do want to see Ragnar going. That would really, really be nice. And let's go over to the harmonic tremor chart and take a look at what it is doing. And since I'm already on the Grindavik one, I'm just going to refresh it and just to confirm what we've seen so far. And that is this. It was a downward trend for Grindavik. Oh, sorry, that name's just a little bit hidden there, but that's okay. Trust me, it says Grindavik up there. 1, 2, 3, 4 very small spikes. It's almost like our earthquakes have died off. We do still see, according to what we're seeing here on the blue, we do still see something active underneath there, some movement of some sort. Very short little movement though. It's almost like something is flowing, perhaps magma, but we don't know. All in all though, it looks like it's on a downward trend, which is good in a way, bad in another, right? As we mentioned before, or I had surmised that, or hypothesized, that majority of what we're seeing here is truly tectonic. All these are more tectonic in nature than they are magmatic. So that means it's basically the continents are moving, okay? And there may be magma chambers down there that are being affected and possibly filled, but they may not be receiving that pressure that they need to be able to erupt. And having looked at those earthquakes at the Grindavik chart, we take a look here. We can see that one that's a little bit bigger right there. That wasn't the same as the other one. And a few more in here. So I'm not sure what's going on, but we do see a little bit more spacing in between everything here. Whereas the rumbling is in the ground over more so at Grindavik. And that's what we're seeing. And hopefully this will go to my earthquake map. It did. And boy, yeah, it was a scramble once I realized that, hey, I had to redo everything again. It's always fun when you have to restart the computer and recapture every one of these images. It just doesn't do it automatically. I just despise the software for doing that. But then again, I also understand why it's doing it, which is really not good. But it is the way it is. All right, let me see if I can find that. There it is. And there's our quakes showing on there today. So let's start with the stuff up top. And that is all of Iceland, by the way. It is break time. Actually, let's wait till after the break, and we'll do it that way. That would be okay. Pardon me. So don't you guys take off and go anywhere or do anything. I'm going to put you back on letting you watch that wonderful magma flowing down the hill, and hopefully they will keep it centered on that and not move the camera again. That was something they did. They moved it while I was working on the time lapse, and that kind of messes up a time lapse if you move your camera while the time lapse is happening. Anyway, for those good people, if you have not yet hit that like button, by all means, do give it a quick bop. And if you're new to the channel, and we do have the doors wide open, and it's not membership or sorry, a subscriber only. So at least that is what I think I've got it set to. I'm going to double check that. It should be, oh, it is subscriber only. There, I've opened it up. It's supposed to be everybody. I don't know why it does that. There we go. Turned off subscriber only mode. And we do try to keep it open. I thought I had that set properly. I did click it in the software. I don't know why it changed it. But if we do get the bad guys coming in again, we will certainly change that in a hurry. And that's not a big deal. So spammers, beware of the wrench. Yes, beware. And okay, anyway, so if you haven't subscribed yet, please do hit that subscribe button if you're new. But with subscribers mode on, that means everybody in here was a subscriber anyway. So that's kind of why I was going, okay, why am I saying this? But anyway, keep smiling, you guys. Play nice in the lava, and hopefully they'll keep that picture focused well enough, and I'll be back in 5 minutes. So be good, be kind, and I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'll be back in 5. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the microphone back on, and welcome back to all of you wonderful people. And I see a few more people have popped in. Grandma B is here last evening with the grands, so I'm just adding my thumb. Thank you very kindly, Grandma B, and do appreciate that. And let's see, who else popped in? Jojo is here. Welcome, and let's see, I've seen a couple other names swing by. We got Kevin earlier. Gura is in the house. Martin Tenhove, welcome. I'm glad to have you back on board. Let's see, we got doing Hawaii earlier, and I think we're good for now. Yep, I think we are. Okay, we'll carry on with what we were doing, and last was that we were about to take a look at all the earthquakes in Iceland. So let's not waste time, and we'll get over to the map, looking at what we've got. And we'll start out with the stuff way up top here. We've got 4 or 5 little ones, and they're not overly big. And let's see what we've got. 1.1 right there, just about 9 kilometers down, 9:13 today. And this other 1.1 is at 1:57 a.m., 13.4 kilometers down. And we're back out a little bit more. There we go. And there's a 1.7 and 1.5. 1.7 is 7.4 kilometers down, 15:33 this afternoon, Icelandic time, and the other one here, 1.5, 9 kilometers down from 15:04, and that is kind of right there in the plate section where things are moving, and that rift is actually right in here, so that is tectonic plate action. And we've got this other little guy here, a 1.1, just check on him, 8.3 kilometers down from 1:11 a.m. for that 1.1 magnitude. And when we slid over, we were seeing some, at Astja, and that other wonderful place. Let's have a quick peek here. 1.1, not very big, but happened at 15:39, 4.1 kilometers down at Astja, and then there's the other one that's over here somewhere. Come on, show up, zoom out, there it is, and it didn't want to show itself. This one is also a 1.1, at 6:12 a.m., 6.2 kilometers down, so still quite a ways down in the ground. I don't think we need to worry about those. And where do we want to go next? Let's go to this guy here. Again, not very big, but still registered there, and 1.2, 3.8 kilometers down, and that's actually from yesterday at 2016. And that is one. I don't know if we checked that one yesterday. All right, here's one that's not too far away from Grimsvatn, and that's Grimsvatn right there. And this 1.1 here, we'll see what kind of depth. 8.3 kilometers. Really kind of a odd location all by itself, but 1.1 in magnitude from yesterday at 49 minutes after what's 20, that's 8 p.m. Last night, Icelandic time. Anyway, looking a little bit closer here over at the Hekla area. Well, Hekla is actually there, and Katla is there. So this is this other area, the what is it? Reykjadalur area. And that is kind of a soft spot. It looks like they've had multiple flows out of there before. Anyway, 28 minutes after midnight, and 4 kilometers down on that guy, 2.1 in magnitude. Is that what it said on the other thing? Yeah, 2.1. Okay. That's fair size. I mean, we don't know what it's doing, but it is fair size. Katla did have a 1.1 as well right here, and that looks like a surface quake from yesterday at 2040. 0 kilometers down would indicate it's in the ice. It was a cold one, Mr. Grinch. All right, this next one here, quick peek, 1.4, and that is in the big steam collection areas where they're getting a lot of steam heating. 7.6 kilometers down, 59 minutes after midnight, and that's what we've got right there. And I don't know, just by itself, I guess. And let's grab this guy here, 1.9, and that is 2.7 kilometers down, 11 minutes after midnight, and that's a little bit more shallow at 2.7 clicks. So don't know what it's going to do. Mind you, this area had those ones that were fairly shallow before as well. I'm not sure if that's an indicator of something in the future to come, but we'll keep an eye on those things. Anyway, this is our Reykjanes Peninsula, and before we look at the ones right here, I want to check this guy out here in the water and see how big that is. 2.3, and how far down? 10 kilometers down, there we go, and 1:14 a.m. is when it happened, so that is pretty awesome. Okay, and that of course is way out on the Reykjanes bar, and that looks like it's possibly on the North American side of the plate. So I'm telling you, the North American plate is moving. Of course it is. It's just sometimes it moves faster than other times. Let's check this 1.1 out here right at the tip of the peninsula first, and 5.4 kilometers down, 4:36 a.m. for that one. And let's slide out and move over into the area we love the most. And wow, we love this area more. I like the hot dogs here though. All right, smart guy. 1.1 kind of off by himself. Let's take a quick look. 4.1 kilometers down, 3:42 a.m. and that is there. If we slide over, this is the area where they were seeing all the lights. I think actually that's in here or here. One of the places was all lit up, and somebody thought it was an eruption happening. I think it might be right here. And they had, over at the garbage dump, is where they had the lights on. It wasn't an eruption. Anyway, this one happened at 23:23 yesterday, and that was 4.4 kilometers down for that 1.1. If we move up to this 1.5, also 4.5 kilometers down, 2:27 a.m., 1.5 in magnitude. We'll just catch these other ones on this side of the highway first. 3.9 kilometers down, 1.4 at 18:20 from yesterday, and that may be yesterday's as well at 2012 at 3.3 kilometers down. And then we'll move over to this 1.7 and see what he is. From 7:24 this morning, 4.8 kilometers down, and that is pretty awesome. I don't see any more in that area. That's all of those earthquakes, and that is kind of what I'm kind of thinking, we've just got a shutdown of what's going on, really. I think we've had a bunch of tectonic movement, and yes, there's magma underneath there. Yes, there's a magma chamber, but that magma is not under enough pressure to make it up. We did have uplift in this area here, and it was significant, but that was the end of it. We didn't see anything of further uplifting, and nothing has broken through. So we kind of have to step back for a minute and go, okay, is this thing really going to erupt? Or are we just seeing tectonic movement, which is allowing some of that magma to move around a bit and cause some little issues here and there, but not really erupt? This doesn't mean that we're not going to see a volcano, and it can happen. We know that volcanic activity is very, very unpredictable. A matter of fact, as I speak now, we could have an eruption just pretty much instantly, and all it takes is one little snap here or there, and up comes that lava, right, or the magma. So would love to live in Iceland. Brian, you would probably like it there. They do mining, and the thing is, they mine for aluminum, and of course they mine the wonderful magma, or sorry, lava, and that is pretty cool. Poke it with a stick. You be careful poking things with sticks. Yep, and that is pretty awesome. Okay, so I'm good now. Sarah Miles, what were you? Were you the one poking things? Grindavik. Yes, Grindavik, right down there. I hope you didn't poke a Grindavik with a stick. And yeah, if you want some really, really good hot dogs, you go right here to this place, okay? And yeah, you can get your gas there. You can park over here or against the building, doesn't matter. And you can go in the front door, go to the counter, get your stuff, and go sit down here in the eating area and enjoy your wonderful hot dog. And they are delicious, trust me, and worth every bit. Actually, considering the pricing there, and you'd think that they're pretty expensive, but really they're not any more expensive than some of the hot dog vendors here. So when you're paying about $6 or $7 in some places for that hot dog, most places I think they're about $5 Canadian, which would be about $4 US translated for an Icelandic hot dog. And we have street vendors here that are selling their hot dogs for $5 and $6. So it's pretty cool. Is there a changing a station there too? Changing to what? I don't know what you're changing into. How much? Yeah, I just mentioned it. About $4 US. Oh, charging staging. I don't know if they got plugins. Charging. Okay. Got it now. Charging maybe. Yeah, you did have changing on there, and I was trying to figure out. I don't know if they. I always had mine in the vehicle. So I don't know. I would think that they might have something there. Dogs are expensive in Iceland, and most of them run away. Yeah, and where do they run away to? Anyway, Yeah, there in Grindavik, I don't know if there's that many charging stations, but I know back when I was in the hotel at the Hilton there in Reykjavik, uh, they every place you turn, you can plug in. So uh, there's no shortage in that sense. I'm sure that they've got some there. I just never had the need for it. And your auto incorrect got you. Yes, Mars. We know how that works. It does it very well. Beautiful place, though. If you guys ever do want to go there, just make sure you bring lots of money. It is expensive. Um, I think the one that was the biggest killer is car rental, and I don't know if you guys have compared the prices to what they used to be. I don't know if they've dropped the prices at all, but I know they were ridiculously high. So, yeah, your car rental would run you $500 a day in some cases, and that is scary. You know, that really is scary. $500 a day for a car, and a posh room at the Hilton, 250 bucks US, versus $500 a day for car rental. I thought 80 per day was high. Yeah, Brian, I would have. Hotel rooms are expensive too. Actually, Sophie, they're not as bad though. Definitely, not bad. When you compare to um, like regular hotel rooms around the world, they are not really out of line. They're a tourist destination, and they are really no different than other places. Renting a monk in Iceland is 150 or $1,500 a day. Renting a monk, I didn't realize that they had a market for that, Irish monk, but that is pretty cool. I used to get a Lincoln Town Car for 19.95 a day. I remember that, Arizona Snowman. And definitely. No, don't call Pop it yet, Agura. It's all right. Just a little chit chat about Iceland, and like I say, though, it is a beautiful place, and when I do have to say the people are absolutely wonderful, welcoming, kind, very relaxed, and I think they do understand it's tourism that brings them their bread and butter, and they will treat tourists very well. There are some people, though, that sometimes I did see a couple of rude individuals, not sure where they were from, but they were disliked by the other tourists as well as the Icelandic people. So, you get the bad apple in the basket no matter where you go. But for the most part, everything was pretty cool and calm there, and the people were very, very nice, helpful if you had questions about where someplace is or something like that, like because of the all the COVID stuff, to find the clinics and things like that. They literally drew you the map, so that was wonderful and great, and easy to follow, and they do all speak English there. So if somebody says they don't, they're either a foreigner, not an Icelandic individual, or they're pulling your leg. And most of them are, like I say, if they're Icelandic, they will speak English as well, and they do a pretty darn good job at it. It's a very nice English to be able to communicate with. So. Anyway, I got the 4-minute warning, Piggy. Thank you very much for that, and do appreciate it. And let's put this back onto something in Iceland. If we go show the wonderful volcano, maybe. Or do we want to go over and look at, I was going to say we can look at the steam coming out, but that steam seems to have frozen. We've got frozen steam. We don't see too much there. We got some clouds going by on that one. I think I'm going to put you back over to the lava. How about that? I'll leave you there for the break. Back to Italy you go. This is, of course, Mount Etna in Sicily. And what you're looking at is the lava that is coming out of the side of Mount Etna from approximately 2,800 meters. And it developed a fissure there just a couple days ago. And that's where it's pouring out. And for those who are not familiar, whoop, hang on, that's the wrong one. Not familiar with it, there's the shot and during the daytime with the fissure circled so you can see exactly where it's coming from. And yeah, this picture was from 2 days ago, so that gives you a pretty good idea where it is. Anyway, charge what they wanna charge monks. Yeah, those monks, they're expensive. I don't know why you would want to rent a monk anyway. You know, I always thought they're kind of old and never mind. I'm not going to get into it. All right, you guys. For those people who are here in the stream, if you haven't yet hit that like button, by all means, do give it a quick bop. We really, really would love that. Speak equals learn. Learn, speak. Balking tackwards equals learn. Merge wixt. And things like this. Yeah. Speaking rent-a-monk. Yeah. Haven't you heard of rent-a-monk? You go on Icelandic Yellow Pages, you can find rent-a-monk. They're in there. I don't know why, but monks are funny. Okay. Oh, glad rent-a-monks are funny. Okay, I've heard of rent-a-ghost. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder how much you pay for that. Cold hard cash, right? Just watch it disappear. Anyway, you good people, hit that like button if you like all this comedy and everything. And of course, if you're new to the stream and you haven't subscribed yet, do hit that subscribe button since the doors are open, and now we can say that. Also, wanted to mention, if you haven't already subscribed to Active Nature, which is pinned up in the top of our chat box there, please do consider jumping over there and giving that channel a quick subscribe as well. He's putting out some awesome stuff, and definitely worthy of watching as what you've seen on the screen. And we'll possibly play that one more time after the bacon seeds. And speaking of that, that is what will be up right after the break. So please don't go away. Keep smiling. Be happy. Don't play in the lava. And I'm your host, DrFox2000. I will be back in about 5 minutes. Okay, that threw me for a loop. I'm going, hey, why is that channel not working all of a sudden? And we were watching the lava. I changed the music, and the video turned off. I'm going, what the heck? Anyway, it is back on. It wasn't anything I did. I thought just that was a little bit weird, a little odd, but anyhow, welcome everyone, or welcome back, and glad to have everyone here. And just about time for bacon seeds, people. I see a few more names popped in, and glad to have you guys on board. That is, what is it, Opatus? And Dennis Ray is here as well. Welcome. And Piggy, if you have to book it out, we do understand. If you got a snout specialist appointment in the morning, and that is all good, so not a problem. And looking what happened to the sound. What sound? Is there sound? I hope there is sound now. You guys are hearing me, I hope. So that should be okay. Brian Rock Railfan is also here, so good to see you. And yeah, you hear me? All right, good. Everybody here. What? I think your name does justice. Foxes are actually very friendly. Oh yeah, some of us can be. Silversmith also popped in, just popping in to hit the Lima India Kilo Echo button. Yeah. All right, Lima India Kilo Echo. You know what that spells, eh? It spells Lima India Kilo Echo. No, it spells like. It's phonetics. But all good. Hey, you like it. Anyway, we did promise bacon seeds, so let's get over there and find some of those. I did load a bunch, and hopefully, or hang on, did I? I know I loaded them in the other place. I better have loaded here. I loaded them before my malfunction, so let's take a look and see if it actually did its thing. Oh, did it? It did too. It messed me up. Sorry guys. So we don't have our bacon seeds loaded, and let me double check on this. This was before I had my malfunction here, so let me double check here. And this is not. This is embarrassing. Really embarrassing. It is. I should have double checked, you guys. I really should have double checked to make sure, because I did load them up, and I have a whole bunch here, and I'm kind of going, what the heck happened? Where are they? And I see where they are. I just got to reload them, and that really bites. So hang on, we're gonna do these one at a time. Here's our beautiful next bacon seed picture, and I like that guy. Looks awesome. We'll just load him. That's okay. And by the way, we are getting close to that 1,000 count in bacon seeds, and that's quite a few. And I just got to see which one I loaded. All right, there's my next one, and this guy is looking pretty awesome too. Boy, I'm really dropping the ball on this today. I should have checked this. And, you know, it never surprises me. It's, well, it always surprises me with, you know, the software goes down and you figure, okay, you reloaded everything except for certain things, and then you figure, all right, we should be good there. But, Metal Omi 54, thank you very kindly for that $9.99. Metal Omi 54, $9.99 super chat. That's awesome. Thank you for that kind support, and we do appreciate it. So Next bacon seed up is three little pigs, and I'm happy I don't see a big bad wolf in that picture. So those are awesome, cute little piggies. And you know what? They all have dirty noses. How about that? How did that happen, you guys? I bet you they were all playing in that mud puddle right behind them. That's what they do best, and they really, really do. And here's another wonderful looking snout bopper kind of guy, and he definitely has snout bopping abilities. Kind of cute with that reddish brownish hair, and that is awesome. And let's see, this guy here, wonderful little piggy, and we like him as well. That is awesome. And let's see, I think we got one more I can load up, and we'll get him in there. Let's see where we can load him right there. And he's a little more vocal though. He's talking to his friends, and there he is. He wasn't paying attention to the cameraman. He was chatting, not paying attention, but I guess that's the way it is. And sometimes when you don't pay attention and you forget these other things, you forget to list other things like this from the other day where Piggy got me the ice cream and I forgot to show the picture. See, there it is, right there. Anyway, that's it for bacon seeds and Fox's licking ice cream. And you gotta love that. And this guy's going, hey, where's mine? And we gotta love it. All right, you guys, speaking of bacon seeds and stuff, let's see if we can zip around the world real quick and visit some of the other volcanoes real fast. And hopefully we'll be able to make some heads or tails out of it. And fox seeds, yeah, possibly. Anyway, Azores. The Azores are quiet for the most part. Anyway, you see the lights off in the distance here. Gura, thank you for that wonderful 55 Swedish kroners. That's awesome. Gura, super chat, Gura, and just writing it down here. Swedish kroners 55, and that's very kind of you. Thank you very much for that wonderful support. I really do appreciate that, you guys. And let's see, like Kevin, Sue, Linda, DJ, Paul, hi, Leo. Okay, boy, everybody's here. I love what you all do every day. Thank you. Thank you all. All right, Almies. Thank you. We do appreciate that. And anyway, Azores are doing their thing. Of course, there's Pico Island's lights off in the distance. This is the harbor down here. And of course, it looks so bright because all those bright lights are reflecting off the water as well. If we go to that picture, it shows an earlier picture from today. That is that cove, and that camera must be broken. So we'll see what happens if we can maybe watch them later. But during the day, that's what it looked like. And there's that, what I always look at is that water, the white water there. That's a pretty good indicator of how rough the seas are for them. Anyway, we'll go to the other camera and see. That looks like it's broken as well. Oh, no, maybe we just flipped it to the other picture there. So things have changed again in here in my software, but that's all right. We do have one boat sitting right there. Not sure what it's doing. There's another one anchored out in the harbor, but this is a harbor that's a little further south. than the other one. And speaking of harbors and stuff, there's Pico Island, and those were the lights that you were seeing in this area along the edge from over here. And what I'm looking for right here is to see how many earthquakes we've had. On the first, it looks like 4 of them. Looks like 1.6 at 5:02 a.m., 1.6 at 10:20 a.m., and a 1.5 at 12:04, just after lunch, and this guy here at 13:49, which is a 1.9. Progressively slightly bigger, but really not doing a heck of a lot. Now, those aren't the only quakes in the area. If we zoom out a little bit here, I guess this one isn't showing the other quakes. We have another little swarm of quakes that happen as well, and we'll go to the other map and have a look at it. There is that swarm I was referring to. So here's St. George Island, of course, and if we zoom in, we can count those quakes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the island is what we're seeing. And when we go out here, there you notice right off the bat, this is actually on, it looks like an actual ridge. You can see it right there. And there is a whole swarm of activity there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 different quakes. And they happened all in that one area. So now, is it possible that they could have a volcano pop up there? Absolutely. And don't know if it will or not, but that is definitely something that we can look at in the future. And it really isn't not very far away from where the other line would be, and that other fissure line is in here and along here. And of course there's one here, and then there's another one up there. So we could see some action here. We really could. This may just disappear. That magma may be moved off far enough, or creating more pressure over here than it is over here. If this pops, that'll relieve this area of pressure if it's a jointed or connected system. And that would definitely help out, and it would be awesome. So let's slide down a little bit and see if this guy pops up. Yep. And of course in the area, there you go, and you can see way down here, 20 kilometers down, you got a couple. Then at just about 16 kilometers down, 9 kilometers. Then at 5 you got a couple, and as you go up, you can see that we have a definite increase in size all the way up. Now, because that is for all of them, that is not just on St. George, unfortunately, or fortunately in a way. So those smaller ones, we'll probably see them up here in yellow, and not seeing too much. We're going to check the other list though to see how deep they are, but that's kind of what it looks like today. And you figure you see that's a possible allowance for allowing magma to come up, but it would be more of an angle if you wanted to see it progress over time, more like this kind of feature. So if we seen it here today, and tomorrow it would be here, and then another day later it would be popping out. So that's kind of what I would look for. But this looks like it happened all in the same place, and pretty much all at different depths. So something definitely could be working there, trying to get its way out. And looking at these, yeah, 10 kilometers down, this one doesn't have a depth, and so this on St. George, that would have been a surface one, the 1.9. Same with this 1.5, and then you see these other ones, the 2.0, 9 kilometers down. So it's a little ways down. Then you see these other ones, 20 kilometers, 16 kilometers, 20 kilometers, and as we slide down a little bit more progressively, you can see those other ones, 5 kilometer mark, and there's another one at 5, like what we've seen on that chart. So we're definitely seeing it show in the list here, and I know they've got more listed, and there they are. You can see them. And again, those 3.2 is the largest of those that was in that swarm, and that's kind of what we're seeing there. We're not going to go through all of them, just wanted you guys to be aware of that. That's where it's happening now. So we still are unsure if an eruption is imminent and out here on St. George. We could see a change of location very, very easily, right? All right, let's carry on. Next volcano, and I'm sure you guys probably recognize that one without a problem. I do, but then again, it also says Webcam de Mexico on the top, and my page says Popocatépetl. I know, I cheat. I've got influences on the dark side. Anyway, backside of Popocatépetl, or a different angle, and in the clouds as well. And here's our third shot confirming, yes, indeed, we are completely in the clouds, and I'm not seeing a heck of a lot. Sliding up a little bit to a different volcano. This is Fuego de Colima, south of Guadalajara City, and we don't see it at all. And here is the other one. This is it's kind of nice looking the way that cloud stuff is, but that is Fuego from our wonderful Guatemala. I'm trying to move the mouse just to the right spot here and see if that'll work. No, darn it, those clouds are just in the wrong spot. Go away, clouds. And the top is right in here somewhere. So I want to see it. And I know it was puffing earlier. There's a spot. I can see it. We'll back that up a little bit. And I found it. Yeah, it came right out of the clouds. So if we let it play from here, that's what it looked like. Looked pretty cool. Just popping the dark material out of the white cloud all of a sudden, and it just kind of rolling. And that looks pretty neat, really. And big contrast between the two. And I know they had some issues with their camera stalling a little bit, but that is still looking pretty awesome, you guys. So definitely. Two volcanoes in the French Caribbean are currently at code yellow. They have been at code yellow for at least several months. In the French Caribbean, you're probably talking about La Soufrière, and yeah, it is doing its thing. Leo Carlson, welcome. Glad to have you on board. What? DJ Potus said you can get an what? Information, a map for the Azores, or know of any inflation caused by magma intrusion. You can get that at volcanoes.com. They have that there. I don't, that's actually, they have links to the satellite images. I'm not sure about how much increase is still showing, but that was something that I have not had time to look into. and I'm sure we would have heard, if it was a great significant amount, we probably would have seen it. Anyway, let's carry on with looking at what else we got. Prior to that, it was pretty bad viewing on Fuego, so I'm going to leave Fuego alone. Too late to take a look at Tolica, and we may have to do that. Otherwise, Momotombo, also not very good, and already dark in at Messiah, which is also in Nicaragua. All three of those actually are Tolica and Momotombo. They're all in Nicaragua, and a little darker there now, so we don't get to see them. Just thought I'd throw that at you guys. Popping over really quickly. Oh, what happened there? Oh, I know. Their other stream went off. Okay, this is Merapi. Unfortunately, with the clouds the way they are, it is really difficult to be able to see it and be able to look at it and make heads or tails of it. It is kind of weird. Of course, a bottom right hand side thermal camera, and then the left, well, in this case the left is the actual charts and seismic events going on, but that left camera screen is on one side of the mountain. The bottom one is on the other side, so the clouds are moving in opposite directions. A little confusing. And I'm thinking of that other one almost looks like it's in black and white, stuck in black and white mode, or it's just the way the clouds look, because it does look kind of greenish on those trees. So pretty cool. Anyway, popping over to our next one, and here we had some issue. I don't think that one was on. That is our Semeru. Let me get back on that page and see if we can locate and see if they've got Semeru turned back on. Nope, they do not. What about Krakatoa? Nope. So we are without Semeru and Krakatoa and Leolotok tonight. Not going to worry about those guys. We do have Sakurajima though, and that is in Japan. Taal isn't there either, so we're missing a bunch of volcanoes. Anyway, Sakurajima is making its own clouds today, and let's see if our ice cream boat is there. Yeah, the ice cream boat is just pulling in, and hurry down. You guys can go get ice cream. They're just pulling into dock. At least that's what it looks like to me. So if you run down there, you can definitely get ice cream. It's worthwhile, and hopefully it'll be good. It is Pepsi time. I know it's break time. I just wanted to make sure that you guys know it's time to go get your ice cream, and we'll be okay with that. That is the Sakurajima crater. Unfortunately, it is so cloudy you can't tell what you're looking at. Anyway, put it back there, and actually we'll put it back onto the lava over. Oh, hang on, I clicked that. Oh, why is that playing? Come on, shut off. There, I clicked it twice now. Oh, all right, we'll put weird music on. Spooky music, space music. All right, for those good people who are still here and hanging around, I'm going to leave it back here on Mount Etna, and I am going to go take a 5-minute break. Please don't go away. We've got more to come, and then we will take we'll take more of a look. Anyway, hit that like button if you haven't done so yet. I see we're pretty close to the 100 mark. Let's see if we can push it over on that 100 by the time I get back from my break. That would really be awesome, you guys. Also, if you're new to the stream and you have not yet subscribed, please do consider subscribing if you feel we've earned it. And on that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And I will be back in about 5 minutes or thereabouts, give or take a few. And I'll be back. Keep smiling, play nice, and don't touch the lava. It's hot. And don't touch that blue stuff either. It's hot too. All right, I'll be back. Okay, welcome back, all of you guys and gals and everyone else. I'm glad to have you all on board. Hey, we didn't make it to 100 likes. Come on, some of you didn't hit that like button, and that would be pretty awesome if you could. Really would like to see that get over that 100 mark, you guys. Burger, welcome. Glad to have you on board. And let's see, who else popped in while I was on. Tom, we got. See what happens when she takes me for a walk. It's about time you got a walk today, Tom. Glad she's got you trained well, though. Did she keep you on the short leash, or did she actually let you go this time, Tom? Because I know every once in a while she'll undo that leash from you and let you run on your own. So, all good. Anyway, if it wasn't for my love of dogs, I mean, I do know dogs love to go out, especially with their masters, and it is wonderful when they can go out and about and explore and do things, even when they get to go into areas they've been in before and they're familiar with it. It's really quite nice for the dogs, and they like it. Anyway, sitting at 99 and holding there, hoping that's going to pop up another couple more for us as far as the likes are concerned. And of course, what's on screen is that wonderful lava flow that was coming out of Etna, and that is coming out of that a hole that's at about 2,800 meters. Okay. Did I not have my parrot? I just stayed in bed. What? Did I not have my parrot? I just stayed in bed. Oh, okay. Well, the parrots will make you get up. They'll tell you where to go. Anyway, that's where the hole is in the side of Etna. Just so you can see it during the daylight. Gives you a little bit better perspective as to what's going on. But as we seen earlier, and I am going to play that other video footage again. Oh, I turned the wrong thing on. It moved me again, the darn thing. I knew it. I clicked the wrong button. Anyway, look. What the heck is that? That's not what I hit. Oh my God. It's doing it again. Let's turn that fisher off. And, oh, by the way, I hope everybody got their ice cream because the boat's leaving, you guys. It's on the way out. And, hopefully everybody's off. We didn't leave anyone behind there, did we? Piggy went and got her ice cream, and I know she left already. But the boat is leaving, so hopefully everybody got the ice cream and is on the way back. I know mine was good, and I did enjoy it. I'm kidding. All right. Where the heck was I going? I wanted to show you that other video again from Active Nature, and we will get that on the screen right now. So let's go there, and we will have a look at it. Come on, switch. It's not switching for me. Hang on, I gotta pause this while I wait. There it is. Anyway, that's that beautiful lava flow that we were able to see, and compliments of Active Nature. We're able to see how the rocks are tumbling down and stuff like that. And they are very, very close to the volcano at this point, or to the fissure itself. And it is definitely worthy of looking at this a second time, in my opinion, and maybe even a third. And it's all good. But if you haven't yet subscribed to Active Nature, please do consider doing that. Link is up on the top of the chat box there in blue, And you can definitely click on that link, then right click on it and open it up in a new browser window if you're on a computer, and click that subscribe button with them, and that'd be awesome. Beautiful, beautiful shots of that lava, and I just have to say this is excellent. And there's a person for scale right in the middle there, and that really gives you a pretty good idea of how large that actually is. It's not a little tiny river, you guys. That is a lot of material moving down the hill. So really a lot of lava, and that's a big lava field. And Etna, that's right where it's coming out. That's that vent right there, the fissure that opened up. So it looks pretty wild as far as I'm concerned. That is a lot of hot lava, and you really don't want to be there. You see some of those rocks bobbing up and down every once in a while, and they're rocks the size of cars. So it is pretty cool. Wow, cool. It's hot, very hot. Temperature of that lava is somewhere around 1180 degrees Celsius when it comes out of there. Maybe slightly less, but still, whether it's a degree or two out, I still wouldn't want to get it on me. It would burn you very quickly. Anyway, I did say I wanted to show that. There we go. So you guys got to see a little bit more bacon, and it is worthy of definitely looking at it. Let's see. So we don't have Taal. We have not gone over to Hawaii yet, and let's have a look at Hawaii today. And Hawaii looks, I guess, pretty much like it did yesterday. Anyway, this picture was from 23:56, so just before midnight Hawaii time, and we're going to refresh it, and this is what it is now at 14:41. As you can see, the level is pretty high yet within the lava pond, only down maybe half a meter or thereabouts, and that is what we're seeing here. Toe is still very full, and so this spot here apparently is one of the places that lava sinks down, as well as the back end of the toe here, and hence the bubbling that you kind of see, and the lighter colored lava. Of course, everything else crusts over. This down here on this end is where the lava actually comes out of the tube from just a little further over, and there's another hornito there that is feeding it. Again, this is from last night, 6 minutes after midnight. Primary hornito or vent is located right there. In that smoke. This is the secondary one where the lava flows from there to there and then out into the pond. You do see these lighter spots, and I'm wondering if some of this stuff that is submerging over here is actually somehow getting over there or into the other places around the edges. I'm going to refresh that one to a current picture, and there it is. A little hard to see anything because of the way the smoke is going, but you can see the backside of the hornitos here, and this is also a good time just to see how far away from the caldera wall it has moved out. And it is moving out because the original vent is right underneath in here somewhere, very close to the wall, so it's developed a lava tube to bring it out a little bit, and that is kind of an interesting little quirk. This guy here is, of course, from the other side, looking at the toe area, lava pond. That is the entry point there from this side coming in, and our primary hornito is over just behind there. You can see those other spots some very glowy areas. Let's refresh that guy real quick. And again, we can see the levels in the pond are still very high. Smoke, unfortunately, heading towards the camera in this shot, so you can't see too well, but you do notice the ring around the edge here. This stuff close to the crater wall is all new, fresher lava, whereas this material out here has been sitting around for a while and getting a little bit crusty and hard on the top. This right here, of course, is what we refer to as Pig Island, and it is still in existence. It's been there for a couple of years now, or actually, well, it's been floating around within the caldera for a couple of years. And yes, it does literally float from one place to another. Basically, one side of the lake is higher than the other, so the lava will flow to the other side. It's called oozing out. Yeah, well, that's exactly what it's doing. It's oozing out. It's subducting into lava tubes underneath here that were not privy or visible. We're not privy to those because Mother Nature said so. We're not allowed to look. Kamapua. Okay, island. Is that what they actually call it? Kamapua Island. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with the Pig Island. It's a lot easier to say than Kamapua. Something like that. There is a smaller one too that were submerged during the second eruption, but actually floated back up over time. Interesting. And yeah, I don't know if it'll ever subduct in there unless it gets lifted right out and floats away. If the caldera gets that full, I think there's other things to worry about rather than worrying about Pig Island floating away. Anyhow, that is what it looks like at Hawaii today. Let's see if we can get you over to an earthquake map. And I know they've changed locations here on me. Oh, lots of fun. And there we go. All right, I had to reload those today. There we go. There's our Hawaiian island chain, and when we zoom in, we can see the Pahala area very active still. First thing that I'm looking for here, we don't see anything over on Mauna Kea, nothing on Mauna Loa. As far as new traffic or new earthquakes, we don't see anything out in the ocean either. So everything is pretty much localized in the Pahala area, and we'll just run through these real quick. 1.8, and that is at 10:08 a.m. This guy here, 1.8, 12 p.m. Or 1 minute thereafter. 2.3, 12:02, and also today, right? 4:18 a.m. for that 2.2 right there. This 2.1 is 2:59 a.m., just about 3 o'clock. This one here, 2 in magnitude, 17:01 or 5:01 p.m. This guy here is at 19:43 from yesterday, so we're not going to worry about that. 1.9. And this is a 1.8 from 16 minutes after midnight, sliding over a little bit more, 1.9, 9:13 a.m. And going to look at the next one here, 2.0, and 2:45 a.m. Then we have this guy here, 14:51, also a 2.5. 1.8 there from yesterday, 1922. This guy here at 12:10 today, and that was 2.2. This guy 1.9 and at 14:32, and then we have one more here from yesterday at 21:13. Now, the reason I don't bother with giving depths is they are all in that same range between roughly about 30 kilometers to about 35 kilometers down, and they're pretty much solid like that, and that is kind of what we're seeing in the area. On occasion we see different depths, and then we'll mention that if it's a lot shallower, but typically that's what we're seeing, and that is pretty cool, pretty awesome to have those in there. And while we're talking of earthquakes, let's zoom right out and take a look at the rest of the world really quickly. Of course, the first thing we're looking for is the red ones because they happened just most recently. Don't see anything big and red anywhere. And looking at some of the orange ones out here in Indonesia, 5.0, not anything super big. We got a 5.9 in Linqiang, China, if I said that right, Linqiang. Anyway, 5.9, that's a sizable shake. Happened at 3 a.m. for those people there. We do see a few off the coast and right in Japan. So 4.5 there. This guy is also 4.5, and then one out in the ridge here, 4.4. A little bit of activity, but those are not that big, and not really that much of a concern. Looking at North America, most everything is fairly quiet. We do see one here on the San Andreas Fault in what do they call it? Gulf of California or something. I can't remember. Baja. This is the Baja of California. What do they call that area? Gulf of California or something like that. Anyway, it is right there on the ridge, and of course that is because the plates are sliding along each other. So a good thing to see it because 4.2 is a sizable one. The Gulf, yeah, it is the Gulf of California. So that is correct. Thanks. And zooming in here, we see a few little ones here in Texas. 4.6. Oh, that's actually New Mexico. My bad. White City, New Mexico, or close to it. And the other one here, 3.1. Western Texas, it says. All right, fine. Be that way. And this one is in Texas. I guess I'm not sure where the line is here. They don't have the lines on here. Let's fix that. No, that's not what I want. I want to add lines, streets, state lines, borders. Okay, there we go. Oh, how come they said it's in New Mexico? It's not. It's in Texas. Come on, you guys. That's still in Texas. That's New Mexico. They're telling us lies. All right. Anyway, we do see those little swarms there. And I don't know what's going on out in that area, but we've had multiple earthquakes there, and hopefully it's nothing too big and too weird. Anyway, that is kind of what we're seeing. All right, zooming back out, really not too much else in the world. We did look at that 5.9 there. There's also this one, 5.2 in Myanmar, and that would be it for those. Let's take a look at the, we already looked at the Azores, so let's go over to our good old Canary Islands and see what we've got happening there. And we do see a star right there saying it is out in the water 18 kilometers down, and I'm going to refresh that though to see what is newer, if anything. I had not renewed that one since everything kind of failed on me earlier, so it is still showing another one over there. It showed this one earlier, but now it's got another one over there. I'm more interested in what we've got on La Palma, and La Palma looks awful quiet today, you guys. No earthquakes in La Palma according to this today. So we've got 3 older ones, 1 from yesterday and 2 from the previous day, and that is all we are seeing on La Palma. So very quiet there, and if we zoom out, I do see some of these. Are these new? From yesterday at 11:50, 3.8, and he had a friend 3.6 the day before. So I'm not going to worry about him. And that is an older one as well, I think, from Yap, and like 3.5. So we do have that activity here. I'm not sure if it's going to amount to anything, but definitely looks kind of interesting. And that is kind of at the end of the line where the Azores actually kind of pop in there. So if we look at, let's look at this a little bit differently here. So they don't show up on this chart, but this is the area that it's in, right in here. And there you can see where that fissure actually is, or the line. And it's certainly not straight, but we're seeing those right around here. So there's your Azores, there's your mid-Atlantic ridge, and there's the fault, and that goes right up to Gibraltar, basically, and up to this other fault line here, right? So that's kind of what we're seeing. And we'll close that, get back over to that. Let's actually take a look at the interactive volcano map, and I'm going to refresh that one real quick, make that bigger, close that advertisement, and we will go here. And there's our wonderful stuff. I'm not seeing too many things out of place or weird places. This earthquake here, 4.3, showing up in down in Texas as well, I guess. So that's definitely there. We do see a bigger quake out here. That's the Kermadec Ridge, just in between Tonga and New Zealand, really. And that's what we're seeing. Ruapehu, it is quiet, hasn't done a heck of a lot. Tofua, still off gassing, we know that. And really nothing new up here. We do still see our Bizimiani is still red, so it is still considered erupting. Up here, we still have our guys on the Aleutian Islands doing their thing. And if we zoom in real quick, Etna, Volcano Stromboli, and Campi right there in Italy. Eruption is over there doing its thing. And our old Dino, our black carbonate material, the stuff we want to freeze. What's his name? Not Luke. I'll get it. Hang on. Han Solo. Yeah, Han Solo gets frozen by that stuff. Anyway, I wish to order a nice weather. Ah, nice weather. Okay, I can do that, Irish. I can't guarantee it, but I can certainly help you out with the order and fulfill some of that. Thank you kindly for that $5.99 super chat there, and that's euros, and do really appreciate that awesome support. Nice weather. Let's see what we can do for you. Since we're pretty much done with the earthquake map, we can, the volcano map, we can leave that be. Let's head over, have a quick peek at the weather, and let me get on that map. And I'm going to already say, yeah, North America doesn't look too bad. Not that bad as far as SO2. Central America, kind of looking at a funny smile here, with 2 eyes and a smirk. but that is coming from Popocatépetl as well as Mexico City, since they've got 22 million people living there. A little bit of SO2 is expected, and as we slide down, Guatemala, and of course down here is Nicaragua, and you've got Messiah down there as far as that volcano. We already looked at that picture. I'm not going to worry about it today. And as we see, Colombia, still a couple more volcanoes there off-gassing. Same thing with Ecuador, and out here in the Galapagos Islands, Wolf Volcano and the other one are very quiet. We're not seeing anything from them at all. Sabancaya down here is probably putting out a little bit more, but there's still a lot of other industrial SO2 being generated since they are a mining outfit in Chile, a lot of mines in there, so that's what is causing some of that smelting and things like that. All right, sliding over a little bit more, looking at White Isle Volcano, very little off-gassing coming from it, and nothing from Ruapehu, and sliding out into Australia real quick. Sydney has got a little bit, but nothing major. Down here, a lot less in Melbourne and Perth and those places. So just a little bit of pollution, nothing to really worry about. This is Tofua, and it is still off-gassing, as well as I don't know how much of that is coming from the other volcano, the Hunga Tunga Hunga Pai, that blew up and left us that 700 meter deep crater below where the caldera used to exist. So it's a mighty deep hole, and the Kraken may live down there now. Anyway, Yasur and his buddies there, and Luolatok be out here, Semeru, Merapi, and Krakatoa on this end, and Jakarta adding to some of that as well for the SO2. Ibu and Dukono out here, making that very bad spot, and sliding up this down here. This would be Suwanosi Jima causing that. And then this guy here, of course, that is Semeru, and it is also causing a little bit of SO2. Sneaking up here, a lot less coming off of the Kamchatka Peninsula. So Karimsky and Biji Miani are being a little easier than what they were before. I don't know the other name there. Still got to work on trying to get Biji Miani in my head. Anyway, South Africa is still doing its thing. It's not too bad, but they are doing a lot of smelting down there, and of course gold and titanium or platinum or something, and of course this DR Congo, also some smelting going on there, as well as the volcano. Ertael, which is over here, really is insignificant to the amount of SO2 that is here in Saudi Arabia and some of the other countries like Iraq and Iran and so on. And sliding up, not quite as much of the SO2 coming off of Etna. I'm sure this chart will probably change, because today, with that material that we've seen coming out of there, now again, it may not contain as much SO2. Actually, Yvonne Coco just popped in. Welcome, Yvonne. I'm glad to have you on board. And my little comment about Etna here is, we've seen how much black material it was shooting out today, out of the top again. And since the side vent, I think the plumbing changed inside that actual column or vent that up top there, and I'm just kind of curious how much SO2 was in there in relationship to other just black ash and stuff like that. And I got to be careful with how I say that word. And the darker materials that were coming up. That's kind of just a weird question, but it wasn't high in SO2 from the sounds of things, and I do think that we are still getting a lot of off-gassing from Stromboli as well as over on Volcano. Definitely nothing from Campi or the good people of Naples. And Yvonne, how soon before you go? What is it? 2 weeks? 3 weeks? 3 weeks? You can almost count them on all your fingers and toes just before you get there. And hey, LR is here as well. Good evening. Glad to have you on board. And nice to see you. All right, let's take a look. Other areas looking pretty clean. We've got nothing coming from La Palma, of course, and Germany isn't too bad. France and Spain looking all right. Ireland, very, very little. Actually, did Irish Monk leave his vehicle running over there in Dublin, and I think that's maybe what happened. They've got a high intensity of SO2. You're not still there, are you, Irish Monk, over in Dublin? Because we're seeing an awful large cloud of SO2 gas, and I'm just concerned for your health and safety, of course. Oh, anyway, it's all good. And I don't think you heard me. He was too busy chatting with other people. 2 weeks. Okay, Yvonne, that is pretty close. No comment, he says. All right. Iceland, not very much SO2 coming from there. They do have a little bit, but not a large amount, so I'm not going to worry about it. All right, that looks pretty good, and I think now comes the critical part. We need to make a nice weather for there. So I'm going to refresh this and make sure we have accurate information, and then we will take a look at weather. And since oh, hey, what's this? We got a storm happening here. Irish Monk, you better batten down the hatches. Okay, you're not getting the warm air from the Gulf Stream right now. Everything is blowing away from you, and by the looks of it, you should be seeing 9 or 10 degrees out in the west. You're in the cold area at 8 degrees in Dublin, if that's where you are. So yeah, if you go back home, it should be a lot warmer. We'll check rainfall real quick. And yeah, it's not raining yet out in the West Isles. You should still be good. So there is your weather report, sir. And hope that helps. And that's all good. Anyway, let's take a quick look at North America and see how nice and warm it is now. And yeah, beautiful. Looks gorgeous all the way through. We right from Alaska, right from almost up here at the Arctic Circle, all the way on down, which is pretty awesome. Except for the province of Manitoba is got this along with our Hudson's Bay here, creating this very cold stuff. And sliding down a little bit more, we do see southern half of the U.S. Very, very warm. Not too bad though. Not as warm as other days. 32, some of those places. That's not that bad. 34. At least we're not seeing stuff like 38 in Phoenix. And yeah, 38 right there. That's pretty warmish. And warm places. It does look nice. Mexico, a little bit cooler and calmer than what we seen yesterday. Central America, still about the same, still 25, 26 degrees in the Amazon, and a little warmer up north, and that is all good. So not so bad. And we do see our cold cutoff line here. So Buenos Aires is off my vacation list. It's too cold. I'm leaving Rio de Janeiro on it though. I think we're okay with that. Anyway, sliding over here to back to Europe, or Iceland actually, and gonna take a look and see how warm it is there. And for nighttime temperatures, really, they are doing pretty awesome. 8-9 degrees Celsius in most places. We do have a little colder in the elevated areas, of course, but it's not bad. Pretty much all the way around Iceland, some really nice warm temperatures for a change, and that is really nice. We already kind of did look at Ireland, and it looks pretty good. I wonder how they named that place. Cork. Hey, buddy, you got a cork for that bottle? Never mind. Oh, hang on. Okay. Belfast. Irish monk. No sheep will fly anytime soon. Irish monk. That's awesome. Are you sure, though? Irish monk. And I'm going to have to put that down. $2.99. And I'm going to put sheep beside that. Sheep. Sheep with wings. We'll be on the lookout for sheep with wings for you. And that's all good. Okay, looking at up in the north here a little bit. Different temperatures depending on where you are in Norway. Same thing within Sweden. They got some really warm spots and some really cold spots. That's kind of weirdish the way everything is. Southern end of Finland, a little bit warmer, more stable, but it's got the same problem up north here. Everything looks pretty much the same for them. We do have this low pressure sitting up here in the North Sea, so definitely doing things, causing some problems, probably a storm. That can be a very, very rough area as far as people with boats. This is a pretty wild place from what we've seen. Anyway, not too bad in Germany. Southern part of Germany, a little warmer today, which is nice, but looks like 8 or 9 degrees for the most part in most of those places. Same thing as Holland and Denmark and whoop. No, I don't want things opening. I don't care about Paris. I don't need 12 degrees. Anyway, we do see France has got pretty good, not too bad. And then, of course, down here, we do see Spain is a little bit warmer tonight as well. Definitely still a lot of heat in the desert, which once used to be a tropical oasis of sorts. And they used to have an inland sea here and all kinds of fish and weird things. And if you dig, you can find those bones. Anyway, Middle East area over here still holding a lot of that heat. Same thing with India, very warm. Indian Ocean, of course, holding a lot of that temperature. Sliding out here a little bit more. Bangkok, 28 degrees. I would have never guessed. And 80% relative humidity, I bet. And anyway, looking at Indonesian, Malaysian area, they're still pretty warm, pretty nice all the way through. Kind of the same as yesterday, what we're seeing in Australia. The northern third here is fairly warm. A little cooler, though, on the inland sides. in the west, and over here in the east towards Melbourne and Sydney and Brisbane. Brisbane holding out at about 14 or so. They do have a high sitting there. I'm surprised that it's as cool as it is. Maybe it's keeping it clear. I don't know. Tasmania, a lot cooler. 4, 5, 6 degrees. Not so nice. I see this cold air is pumping up a little bit onto the southern New Zealand island there. A lot warmer up in the north where you're getting a convergence and that material kind of curving around, so that air is mixing a little bit and warming up. But whenever we have that, we know there's always storms involved, right? And there's Fiji sitting at a balmy 28 degrees, which is really nice. I like it. Anyway, we want to take a look at precipitation real quick. So while we're here, we'll take a look. There's our equatorial storm zooming in a little bit, and here's what's happening in New Zealand. The North Island are getting hit. Actually, it looks like they're getting hit pretty much everywhere, and definitely a stormy night there or day for them. And out here where Tonga is, and that looks like a little bit of rain, not too bad. New Caledonia looks like some rain there as well. Fiji looks not bad. When we go take a look at what's happening in Australia weather-wise, we do have some rain in the interior and isolated spots. Nothing too bad though, and a little bit down here in Tasmania as well, just right on the coast here. Nothing overly outrageous, a little bit of fog at the bottom there. Brisbane, not seeing anything there. And then I don't know if this storm was sitting on Perth yesterday. It's moved off and down a little bit, which is probably good. Looking at our Indonesian, Malaysian area, normal storms all over the place. I see Java's a little bit clearer today, and most of that has moved up, which is kind of wild. And we see Philippines has some little systems there as well. Same thing if we slide up. We do see this monster though of a low in here causing some issues. So everything along the Aleutian Islands is going to be kind of mucked up for a little while. And sliding back towards North America, we do see another low there. And that is drawing up some air, hopefully pulling up some warmer air. That would be nice. Interior of British Columbia looking like it's getting hit. Washington and Idaho, Montana, and right into Yellowstone, kind of getting some weather in there. This big thing here, of course, messing up northern Manitoba, and also in Hudson's Bay. Here we have a storm going all the way across the U.S. From pretty much from Houston all the way over to past New York, going all the way up to Montreal, Canada. Oui, oui. And that's where that is going. Down here, Central America, lots of stormy activity, and that causes some of our visibility problems down there. So that's what we see. Off the coast, we do see this here off of Newfoundland, and not going to worry about that. Iceland, weather-wise, doesn't look too bad. A little bit of rain out there in the western area, but not bad. And back to Ireland, we know it's not raining there. A little tiny bit of rain in Scotland, but that's not bad. We do have this system off the coast of Portugal. I don't know which way that's going to head. And then we have this band of thunderstorms going all the way in across France and going through Switzerland, and it'd be Austria and stuff like that, and moving right in all the way into Poland. A little bit in Germany, but not too bad. And here's that ugly storm there, as well as off the Norwegian coast. So hopefully that will ease up for everyone. Now comes the time to go find that wonderful temperature, and I love looking for our low temperature. And somebody mentioned in here that she found minus 81 degrees. I think is that what was it you, Sue, that found it minus 81 degrees of Celsius in here somewhere? And I'm curious if it was minus 91. Holy mackerel, I don't know where you found that, but minus 91 would definitely be a record. For us, a minus 80 is where we were at. You found minus 91F, not 91C. Yeah, I don't think this has an elevation map on it during this. I'm just kind of curious where that would be. Yeah, that's awful cold though. Minus 91 Celsius. I mean, even I can understand even the penguins would have to complain loudly, and that would be very, very cold. Whereabouts did you locate it, Sue? Just if you want to tell me, just in the chat here, just roughly what area, if it's near one of these highs or lows, that would be curious and kind of an indicator for me where that would be. But I don't know. I'm not going to sit here all night looking for it. But I'll take your word. I've never seen it that cold there, though. 63, 67. I haven't even seen minus 70 yet now. So, okay, you found minus 77? I'm looking, you guys. I'll find it. It's got to be here somewhere. I may have to zoom out a little bit and search a little bit more. I don't know. Where would it be? Yeah. I'll trust your word on it though. If minus 91 Celsius is an awful cold temperature, lower down here somewhere. Yeah. Way down at the bottom. Okay. Like right in the toolbar, or very close to it. Because that's kind of what I'm wondering. Starts to warm up right in there, gets warmer, and 32, 45, 49. I don't know. I'm gonna have to give up on that, I think. Because if I zoom in and really go down, it's going to take me forever to try to find it, and I'll never be able to see where I am. So don't see it. Okay, I'll trust your word on it, and I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to spend an hour looking for it here. Don't have that kind of time. So. But if that is in fact what you've seen it, record value minus 89.2 C, and yeah, that would be a record down there, which is still ridiculously cold. 128 degrees minus 128 Fahrenheit. Okay, where my cursor is. Oh, see? Yeah, sure. I can't see your cursor, Grandma B. Tell me if my cursor is close to it. Oh, boy. Is it, okay, if I leave it there, I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to leave it right there, and minus 54 degrees. I don't want my penguins to freeze any more than they have to. Anyway, you guys, up and left, okay? Up and left. By how much? Because we see this is a notoriously cold spot right in here, and that you may have found the tip of a mountain or something over there, and under the bay, right in here somewhere, where it all warms up, and yeah, I'm not seeing it. Maybe down a little more. Minus 60. Yeah, I'm gonna give up on it. 67, 66, 68 I have. It's got to be in here somewhere. This is the cold spot. It keeps changing on me. It's a small area. Yep, probably the area that they have the ice hotel at. Okay, you guys, it is time to wrap things up here, though. So very, very cold temperatures there, and I am not going to worry about it that much. I'm going to leave you on the screen with Etna on there, and of course that is coming out of that side vent at 2,800 meters above sea level. And okay, Sue just sent me the picture here, and I'm just looking at where these lows are and where that is coming in. Oh, she is way over there somewhere. All right, that's a different place. And let's see if we can find those. Is that it? Down here somewhere? No, I'm not sure where that is, but I will. Too bad it doesn't put the latitude and longitude on there. Darn it. Okay, let me see if I can save that picture real quick, and then we will actually I'll put it on the screen, and that will be all good. Let me get back over onto the weather thing, and we'll paste that in there if we can. Image, and what did we save that as? Hopefully it'll be down on the bottom and easy to find. Of course not. Why would it be easy to find? What is that picture called? Oh, it's got numbers for names. Alright, that's why I can't see that. Numbered names. Then it's got to be at the top. Oh, boy. Numbered names. There it is. Okay, so there, we'll open it up and show you. How come that's upside down? Holy macaroni. Flip a right side up. There we go. No. Flip a right side up. Or flip this way. Nope. How about that? That might be closer. Okay. There you go, you guys. So you can see where that is. I have no idea. I can't see the reference marks anywhere to be able to tell where that actually is, but showing down there 91 Celsius. So that is pretty cold, and I don't know how you got that on there, but that is there. Can't figure out where that is on the screen though. I can't locate it on mine because it doesn't look like that at all. Almost looks like it's somewhere in underneath this bay here. Very hard to find. Anyway, I'm not gonna bust a brain cell trying to look at it, but that's where it apparently is. So as S95E. S95E. Okay, I'm not seeing any references. I don't have any references here that have any S95E at all on them. I don't know where you see that, and like I say, it's starting to frustrate me, so I'm just going to leave it alone. And anyway, there it is on the screen, you guys, minus 91 degrees Celsius. And I have no idea where that is because I don't see any actual coordinates that I can punch in. It would be easier to actually show me the link and where you're actually pointed. But that's okay. If you try zooming out maybe a little bit and then actually take the picture, and that way we have reference marks around it. That always helps a little. Anyway, thank you everyone for the wonderful super chats. We had Perfectability 999 threw in a super chat there. Irish Monk threw in the second one. Metal Omi 54 also threw in a super chat. So did Gura, and then Irish Monk threw in two more smaller ones, but still nice super chats, and do appreciate them. And of course, the last one, I've got my sheep marked on the sheet. So thank you very kindly for those wonderful super chats, you guys. I do appreciate that support. You guys are awesome, and really do like that. Helps me out a whole bunch. Okay, I'm gonna remove that, and we're gonna put it back over to Mount Etna, and we're gonna wrap it up for tonight. So thank you everyone for being here. I really do appreciate it. And again, thank you to my moderators, Arizona Snowman, Piggy, Lucas Snow, C&D Boy, and Joseph Fields. You guys are awesome. Thanks, and do appreciate all your hard work. You guys rock. All right, so on those friendly notes though, I do also want to say thank you to every one of the members that is here supporting, and also to all of you, really, because it's all of you that make the difference. Okay, and that is what we are dealing with, and you know, having each and every one of you in here, hitting that like button and participating in the stream with the rest of the Lava family really makes things work out really well. Okay, and on that friendly note, I like I said, thank you everyone. I'm going to say good night to all, and please make sure that you guys tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. We'll see everyone tomorrow. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you then. Oink, oink. Good night.